welcome back to another Monday night webcast. It's good to see you. Hopefully you missed me. So we have a poll question for you tonight, which is, what have you done to improve yourself before dating foreign women? So send in your answers. Let's talk about it. Also, you can send in any of your questions about international dating and marriage. I'll be happy to answer them as well. So you can send them through chat. Just a few brief remindings. We still have a couple seminars coming up because a lot of you guys were asking about it. Here we are, we're having it. There is Cleveland seminar on October 19th, which is actually pretty much all full. There are a couple of spots left, so you still can RSVP for Cleveland seminar. Chicago, on the other hand, has a little bit more spots available. So right next day, October 20th. So guys, if you live in the area, definitely recommend to sign up for those seminars. John is going to be doing it himself, so it's a great opportunity to meet him in person, and he can share his experience. Quite often we have returning clients stopping up at those seminars, so they can tell how their trips went, how we have couples stopping by sometimes too. I don't know if we're going to have it for those seminars or not, but quite often they just come and tell their stories, how they met, how the dating process was. So it's a lot of very good information. Seminars last about 4 hours plus minus, although the way John talks can be a little bit more. But definitely highly recommend to attend one of the seminars. And of course, we have upcoming tours. Costa Rica tour starting next week. So we definitely can sign up for that. It's easy to book a flight to Costa Rica for the most of it from a lot of destinations in the States. It's like 300 round trip. So it's almost like domestic travel. So you can sign up for the tour, get your ticket, and go those wonderful ladies over there, and of course meet our great staff, Gustavo and Andrea. Barranquilla tour, October 3rd. We still have some spots left for Colombia for sure. And of course Davao, Philippines, October 10th. The spots available for that tour as well. So guys, Philippines is such a great destination. So we do usually 2 tours to Davao a year, so one in March, one in October. So it's the last Davao tour for this year. Well, actually, Philippine tour for this year too, and Cebu as well. So yeah, so Philippines is a great place to go. And of course, Peru tour, October 17th. And speaking of Peru tour, we do have some really nice video interviews for that our Peruvian staff recorded with beautiful ladies over there. So maybe they will convince you to just jump on a plane and go meet them in person. So we have, I believe, 3 interviews with very beautiful ladies. So let's watch them.
Hi, this is Yanela from AFS Offers here in Peru. Today I'm here with Alexia, and her ID number is 213628, and she's gonna tell us about herself a little bit. So Alexia, tell me, what about you, about your hobbies maybe? What do you want to tell to the guys?
Hi Janela, nice to see you again. I'm going to tell you more about me. I consider myself a traditional person, family-oriented, so values and principles are so important for me.
Yeah.
About my person, I'm kind, I'm respectful, I'm warm, and the rest you have to discover it.
Yeah, I know you a little bit, and I confirm all that you say because you're very cute, you're very kind, and this is good for you.
Thank you.
Tell me, what did you decide to join to a foreign affair? Why?
Oh, well, that is an important question.
Yes.
I know I'm younger, but I am here because I would like to find a serious relationship that leads to marriage.
Well, Alexia, tell me, have you ever been married?
No, I never been married. I don't have kids, but I am ready because I know what I want for my life.
Okay, so do you ready to have kids? How many?
I'm open to the idea to have.
Okay.
I think that it's a couple decision. So
Yeah,
if the man for me want kids, I'm open to that. And if he don't want kids, I'm open to that too.
Okay, that's great because it's important if you want to get a family, a home, it's important that you are open to that idea.
Yeah, exactly.
So tell me, what is important for you in a relationship? What is maybe in values, qualities? What is important for you?
Oh, yeah, could be great if our values and principles match each other. That could be great. But yeah, the most important for me is the treatment that the man have with me.
It's important, like that be a gentleman, maybe, or what qualities?
I mean, being a truly gentleman. I like the men who have character, but also who have sense of humor, who are romantic.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
important.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is important. And tell me, what about your hobbies? You told me your hobbies now?
No, no yet. This is a thing that nobody knows about me, and is that I play chess.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. I play chess since I was a kid, so that is a thing. Other hobbies could be that I enjoy read books. I have a club with friends. I enjoy go to the spa, travel, of course.
Yeah.
And yeah, the smell of the beauty things. So I love go shopping, and the family time that I spend, I really value that.
Yeah, this is great. This is important, I think. So this is all for this interview, and thank you for watching this. You heard Alexia. So if you want to invite to the guys to come to Peru, maybe you can do.
Oh yeah, sure. I'm here in Lima, Peru, so I can show you around. I'm waiting for your letter.
Yeah.
And see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, this is Pamela from the AFA Peru office. So, well, today I'm with Carolina. Her ID number is 213526. And well, today we are going to have a little interview so you can know more about her. So, hi Carolina, how are you?
Oh, hi Pamela, nice to meet you. I'm fine, thank you.
And well, tell us a little about you. Tell me maybe about your personal way you are, and maybe the interest you have, maybe your expectations. Tell me.
Okay, well, I love doing exercise. I love reading a lot of books. I usually go to the gym, and on Sundays I used to be with my family and take care of my pets.
That's nice. So, because the way you talk, it means that you enjoy spending time with your beloved ones. So, tell me, how is your idea of a family, maybe in the future? Because we are, in a marriage agency. So, what is your expectation with your future husband?
Well, my future husband, it needs to be a man, a lovely man, who cares about the family and who wants to have children. I love children and I would like to have two. And also be very careful about the future of the family life. It's very important for me. And well, spend time with family, quality time, yeah.
And what about you? Tell me, maybe have you traveled abroad or have you traveled inside our country? What is the best you can say about our country to the men who are seeing you?
Okay, well, about Peru, I will say that Peru is incredible. It's an incredible culture. Inca's culture is is very famous around the world. Also, the food, you will enjoy all the food in the north and the south of Peru, especially in the north. And I invite you to come to Peru and spend a quality time around and meet a lot of people and came to the agency.
Of course, try to come here and meet Carolina. I will repeat her ID number. It's 213526. And well, let's continue. Tell me, for example, what are your plans for the future? I don't know. Maybe I would like to travel to some other countries. Maybe I would like to learn something different. What are your dreams?
Well, my dreams, my important dreams are a lot, but the three of them is to have a family, a beautiful family with marriage, of course, and also keep working because I have a work and a company, and I would like to keep working and spend beside me my family.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good. And well, we all notice that you have a very nice figure. You are very fit. So tell me, maybe which sports do you practice? Which is your daily schedule, for example?
Well, I usually go to the gym, but the most important is that I would like to walk with my grandma and my pets around the park that I have beside my house. I always do it Monday to Sunday. So I think walking is for me is very important, but also I go to the gym. Yeah.
That's great. You know, it's important actually to have a very healthy quality life, and of course, making exercises is very important for your routine and well, for everyone. Well, that's a little about her. I hope you can take the initiative to write to her, and of course, taking the time of meeting her here in our country. Maybe she's the girl of your life. So don't lose this opportunity. Carolina, her ID is 21 35 26. So thanks for this time for us.
Thank you.
Well,
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, this is Yanela from AFA's office here in Peru. Today I'm here with Wendy y nos va a contar un poquito más sobre ella. ¿Cierto, Wendy?
Hola, soy Wendy.
¿Y cómo llamamos? Cuéntame, Wendy, ¿qué te parece si me cuentas un poquito más sobre ti, sobre tus hobbies, a qué te dedicas, qué es lo que te gusta hacer en tus tiempos libres?
Sí, claro. A ver, yo de profesión soy coach personal y hoy en día soy algo independiente. Me dedico a ayudar a las personas a que tengan una vida muy saludable, ¿no? Y que siempre empiecen sus mañanas con ejercicios.
Ah, qué bonito. Y tú también eres una persona muy deportista, muy saludable, te cuidas en tu alimentación, ¿también es importante para ti?
Sí, claro. Dicho sea de paso, hoy en día estoy emprendiendo un negocio porque también he estudiado chef en pastelería, gastronomía y estoy emprendiendo en lo que es la pastelería fit. Y también me gustaría como que engreír, ¿no?, a mi esposo y prepararle como que ahí algo fit, un postre rico.
Claro, y así como que, ya que se habla mucho de la gastronomía peruana, pues puedes hacer muchos postres deliciosos, pero saludables, que es importante, que es lo que tu estilo de vida.
Exacto, exactamente. O sea, como que comer rico, saludable y sin culpa.
Exacto. Y cuéntame, Wendy, ¿por qué decidiste inscribirte en romance extranjero? ¿Qué te llevó a decir sí, ahora me inscribo?
Hoy en día a veces el hombre peruano es un poco machista, ¿no? Es un poco machista y todo ello. Entonces decidí buscar esa opción, ¿no?, en conocer un extranjero, quizás cómo es su forma de pensar y su cultura sobre todo. Me imagino que debe ser muy diferente a la del peruano, ¿no?
Sí, yo creo que sí, en realidad sí, las culturas son muy distintas, pero el amor es lo que los une, entonces esa va a ser la fuente de unión entre un caballero extranjero y tú, pues, ¿no? Y dime, ¿cuáles son las cualidades que tú buscas en ese caballero? ¿Cuál es tu hombre ideal? ¿Cuál es esa cualidad que es muy importante para ti, que no puede faltar de repente? Tanto físicas como de repente no físicas, ¿no?
Que sea, trabajador, que ame mucho a la mujer, sobre todo.
Que quiera mucho.
Sí, que sea que valore sobre todo valore a la mujer, que sea una persona muy atento y todo ello.
Siempre es importante todos los valores para que puedan de repente iniciar una relación basada de repente en la fidelidad y todo eso, ¿no? Y en el amor, que es lo más importante. Y dime, Wendy, ¿tienes hijos?
No.
¿No tienes hijos?
No tengo.
¿Y te gustaría tener hijos?
Sí, claro, obviamente.
¿Y cuántos hijos te gustaría tener?
Me gustaría como que primero disfrutar del matrimonio, disfrutar de mi esposo.
De tu pareja.
Exacto. Y ya luego de ello, ¿no? De haber ya disfrutado, ¿no? Un buen tiempo, me gustaría, sí, claro, que ambos lo planifiquemos y todo ello, y me gustaría tener un hijito.
Un hijito. Niña, no hay preferencia.
No, ni preferencia.
Ah, ok. Entonces, deseas tener un hijito. Qué lindo. Y cuéntanos, Wendy, ¿qué es eso importante de repente que es para ti que los caballeros deban conocer sobre ti?
Sí, claro, bueno, que el caballero que venga a conocerme aquí en Perú, ¿ok? Sea una persona, un hombre bien decidido, que sea puntual en lo que quiere realmente, ¿no? Para su vida y para lo que quiere en unión a su pareja, ¿no? Que sea firme con su decisión.
Claro, entiendo porque tú ya estás decidida de repente a formar una familia, a tener un hogar, entonces buscas esa persona que vaya
acorde con mis pensamientos.
Exactamente. Y muchas gracias, Wendy, por habernos permitido conocerte un poquito más acerca de ti. Bueno, eso sería todo. Invítalos a que vengan de repente a conocerte, que te escriban, que vean tu perfil.
Claro, que bueno, el caballero que esté decidido a conocerme, bienvenido sea a Perú, va a tener la mejor gastronomía aquí en Perú. Gracias.
So guys, thanks for view this interview, and I will see you to the next one. Bye.
To go to Peru, I don't know what else will. All those beautiful ladies are waiting for you. So there's still time to join October Peru tour. So let's get to your questions. See what I'm saying. Karari says, has anyone tried any of those translation earbuds? I want everything in my power to eliminate the language barrier when the translator is not available. I had some guys try it out. They said it worked pretty well. I believe they do require Wi-Fi connection. So, like if you're out of walking in the park and don't have the connection, it might be a little bit problematic to use it. But overall, the quality is pretty good, and still cannot replace a live human translator because it's not only about translating word for word, but also translate adds intonation, personality to it. It's hard to translate a joke with just electronic translator, so we always recommend to use an actual interpreter on the first date to make sure she'll help you break the ice. You're a little nervous, the woman's a little nervous, and instead of just this awkward moments, the three of you sit at the restaurant, talk to each other, and just feels like just a group of friends chatting, and everybody starts feeling more relaxed. And again, sometimes those jokes don't come out right when you're trying to translate a foreign language. So it's very, very important for two of you and a lady, to understand each other perfectly on the first date. Then, of course, second, third date, whatever it is, when you feel comfortable, you can just use an electronic translator, whether it's on your phone or, of course, earbuds would be better because it would attract less attention. Because if you're using it on your phone, then that just makes extra noise. People at the other table looking at you, and a lot of women, especially in Europe, they prefer not to attract unnecessary attention in public places. So again, that will make things a little bit more uncomfortable. But overall, again, that's a good idea. So, and I don't know how much those earbuds cost, but you guys can look it up. So yeah, so good supplemental tool. Mark says, answer to poll question. I have done a lot of self-reflection and improving my attitude towards dating, even though I had no luck in the US. Well, but you should go just on, maybe on practice dates, just, even if it's not gonna go anywhere, just go have a drink with someone or just coffee. Just you need to practice the conversation skills with opposite sex too, so you can't just wait until you go on a tour, whatever year, 2 years, whatever it is from now. You don't get too rusty, so go practice some of those dating skills, and just use some local sites, or just have a friend set you up with somebody. Blue, I can't go to Peru. I'll be going to a seminar that weekend. Well, you don't even need to go to Peru because you're engaged, so you're done with tours. So, but I'm sure that John will be happy to see you at the seminar, and guys can get a lot of good information from you. You can tell them everything. Peru, Mexico, Ukraine, Mexico, all the places you've been to, and all your experience. So yeah, sure, that will be good. Nestor, are the Ukraine tours for October and November still going to happen? Yes, they are. A while ago, a few weeks ago, has been some missile attacks on Ukraine, but yeah, I'm sure you heard it on the news. But everything seems to be going schedule. Nobody really. I think we had one cancellation altogether. Yeah, I think out of both tours, only one person canceled. All guys still planning on going. Nothing changed. And of course, Anna's going in October. I'm going in November, so that should be fine. So I'm really looking forward to going back to Ukraine. I haven't been there since since the war started. So I'm very excited about seeing you guys, about seeing the stuff, being back to Ukraine, having some great food, just walking my favorite streets in Kiev. So that'll be great. Marshall, will you be at the seminars? Not at those two, some in the future I will be, but not for Cleveland and Chicago. I'm gonna be in Phoenix at that time. But again, you'll meet John. I don't know if Tanya's going with him or not, but yeah, definitely recommend. Dawn, welcome Anna, running the webcast solo tonight. Where's Dina? Everything all right? Yeah, Dina is doing great as she moved on with her life, family, kids. She just was too much obligation with that, so she decided to focus on her family. So she's no longer working here, but we miss her, hang out with her every day, and she's doing fantastic. Matter of fact, we're watching Vikings game yesterday together, so I'm turning her into Vikings fan now. So even got her jersey. Mark, good evening, Anna. Oh, good evening, Mark. Sorry, just Lakota. And I got engaged in Cebu, and I'm gonna hand deliver your invitation to the wedding. Well, hey, that is such great news. That's awesome to hear. Definitely waiting for invitation, and yeah, just let me know when wedding is gonna be. Definitely be happy to attend it. And again, congratulations. I'm so happy you found that special person. Congrats. See, guys, there are so many happy stories out there, so don't sit on your couch, just get on a plane, go meet those wonderful ladies in person, whatever country you choose, just go there. McKissick, answer to poll question. I have downloaded JumpSpeak app and have been studying Spanish, in addition to speaking Spanish with as many as possible, including my Lyft passengers. I always hate when people talk when I take Uber or Lyft and people talk to me like, oh. That's why I switched to self-driving taxis. That's why I don't have to have a conversation. But yeah, technically it is I guess a great way to practice a language. So yeah, how's that app going? Is it helping a lot? I know a lot of people use Duolingo as well, so that seems to be good. Just tell guys how it's going for you. I'm sure they could get some. Be happy to get some additional tips. Blue, Anna looks like. Hold on, Blue. What's this? Looks like you'll have to travel to Mexico for my wedding. Well, stop, Sal. I've been waiting for so long. I'm definitely ready. I'll be going in November, looking for some places. Yeah, just let me know the dates. I'll really try to make it. I'm really looking forward to it, and I know your wedding is going to be very special, the way you were describing it to me previously, all the ideas you have. So yeah, very excited. Mark, I think I should find a place to live on my own before I bring someone back to the States. Yeah, that is definitely very important. You definitely want to have your own space. I understand some guys have different situations, like some has to live with parents to take care of all elderly people, and just life situations are different. But yes, when you bring your future fiance here, you definitely want to have a space of your own. No roommates preferably. Just so she's already gonna be very stressed from changing countries, coming to new countries. And additional stress was adjusting to live not only with you but other people in the house or apartment. It's gonna be really hard. It's gonna be very hard in relationship, and especially like in a lot of cultures, it's not very common to live with roommates. So it's gonna be just some strange experience for people. So yeah, you don't have if you have to rent a place, it doesn't have to be anything big house or anything. Rent a small apartment, and when she comes here, let her decorate it so she feels like it's her home. So if she wants to buy some curtains, towels, whatever, I'm sure you guys don't care about decorating the house most likely, but just let her do it, and first of all gives her something to do, and again that she'll feel like it's her nest, her house, her safe place. So yeah, just do that. Lakota, ask Anna if she will be my flower girl. I will. I'll ask tomorrow. Lisa's, travel restriction required for your citizens to enter Ukraine. What is required? There is no special requirements, really. All you need is your passport. A lot of guys do get health insurance. You can buy it on a website called visitukraine.today. That's where we send people. And I don't know the current price. It used to be like $2-3 a day, so it's also inexpensive. So they sell different level of insurance, so you can get better coverage. But for the most of it, you don't really need it. So yeah, and I think you sent me an email. You're also asking if they do verify sufficient funds from the guys to enter Ukraine, the customs. Usually they don't. I have not heard of even one case in years, including also since the war started. So I think you should be okay. There should be no issues. Just make sure you bring less than $10,000 cash, because otherwise you have to declare it. So, and again, also when you bring cash for those guys that you're traveling to Ukraine, make sure it's brand new bills. So don't go to ATM and get this wrinkled $20 bills, because it's extremely hard to exchange. Ukrainian banks are so picky about it. They just want brand new bills, and it happened to me so many times. When I go one bank and another bank and trying to exchange it. Best case scenario, I end up exchanging it, but they charge like 10-15% commissions. And why would you want to, especially if you need to exchange a lot of money, why do you want to lose 10% on it in fees? So yeah, it's best. So in advance, go to your local bank, especially if you're taking several $1,000s. You might want to give them heads up that you're going to be stopping by, and they will prepare those brand new bills for you. Because happened to me quite often on the day of travel when I go to bank and try to get it. Local bank didn't have enough on those new bills, so they gave me what they had, and I just couldn't do anything with that money. Another thing, as far as the money, traveling anywhere, including Ukraine, you can always use your debit card. So just make sure you call your bank, notify them you're going to be using your card overseas, and when you use ATM, you'll be charged small fee. So usually it's $3 to $5, but the ATM will give you local currency, whether it's hryvnias, whether it's pesos, depending on where you're going. So it's very convenient, and ATMs obviously are everywhere. And let's see what other questions we have. Blue, that's right, Anna. No more tours from me. I'm sad about it. As like John likes to say, that it's the good thing about worst thing about those tours, that you cannot do it again. Once you find someone. But again, I'm happy. You met that special person that you engaged, and happy relationship that matters the most. And you can always, we'll always miss you, so you can always stop by the office when you're in town and say hi. And whether you're going to be going to Mexico, and I'm sure you're going to be hanging out with Olga a lot, or when you're here in Phoenix, again, we'll be happy to see you. And I'm sure John will be happy to see you at the seminar. And I don't know which one you're going to be going, Cleveland or Chicago or both, but yeah, it'll be great. James, do you know when the Kiev tour for next summer is coming out? That's a wonderful question. I want to know myself, actually. Today I checked the website myself to see if they posted the Ukrainian tour schedule for next year, because I want to plan my year myself. But unfortunately, excuse me, sorry, I still have a little cough. But unfortunately, Ukraine tour schedule is not made. We posted the schedule for Latin and Asian tours, so you guys can go to the website and see 2025 schedule. But for Ukraine, we don't have it, and we kind of want to take our time before we post it. Let's get through those two tours, and we'll see what adjustments we need to make, because things might be a little rusty. We have done only one tour since the war started, and so we need to do those tours. But probably, I'm thinking most likely we might have the February tour. We usually do February tour and something in the spring, but I don't know if it's gonna be like Kiev or Odessa or Kiev and Odessa. So that will be to be determined, I guess. Hopefully within the next couple of months. Okay. 1 second. Jeffrey. if these tours are these tours that feel wheelchair friendly, then I'm held down. Well, like overall, yes, but it really depends on which country. In some places, it's better than others. So just let us know which one, and we can check on each hotel how accessible they are. For the most of I would say 80% of hotels we use are accessible, so should be no issue. But it's just you can reach out to the group tour department, Michelle, tell her what country you're thinking, and she can just take a look at the hotels and tell you, it's a good idea or not. But I don't see a problem. We did have guys in wheelchairs several times, and everybody did fine. All right. Sean, Anna, I hope it was well. Went to the office last week. Must have missed you. Yeah, I was out of the office. I was out of town last week. But so the rest of the gang was sure to bring the Mountain Dew. Well, I always could use some Mountain Dew. John always needed it. Even though he's trying to quit on it, he's trying not to drink it. Or actually he switched to Diet Mountain Dew. I don't know if it's working as well for him or not. James, I'm talking with a lady from Ukraine, but she's in Dubai right now. Do you know what hoops she needs to jump through at least to get the visa to come to visit? Well, I'm assuming she's still on Ukraine passport, and tourist visa will be probably still problematic. It's hard for single ladies from a lot of countries to get tourist visa because she would need to show she qualifies, that she has sufficient income, that she traveled the world, and all this, that she's not gonna stay in the United States. So she can always try. Those visas applications don't take long. It's only a few weeks, and U.S. visa, tourist visa application is $160. So if it's something you guys want to do, give it a try. But I would not be putting my hopes up much for that. Another option, of course, is do the Unity for Ukraine program, but that's something more serious. You probably don't want to do that if you have not met her in person, because you sign an affidavit of support, so saying you're financially responsible for her. So she comes here and things that don't work out, especially within the first few days, you end up hating each other. So there's what are you gonna do? So we always suggest you go and meet the lady first, see if it makes sense for both of you to proceed with her coming to the States, and you guys start a new life together. Or at least, worst case scenario, at least to do a video call before you do any of that. So do video call, maybe do if you're gonna be doing like tourist visa and stuff, do Imbra so you can get in direct contact and just see how it goes. But again, the approval rate for tourist visa for single ladies, unfortunately, is not very high. China is a bit of an exception because so many of those ladies have great careers, their businesses, so financially they qualify better than. But for a lady that's a refugee from a country where war's going on, it's gonna be hard to explain to immigration officer that she's just going there as a tourist only. And also, again, she would need to show the financial resources that she has a really good job in Dubai, that she can afford the trip to the States. All right, next, 1 second, guys. I keep losing where I'm at, Still a bit of jet lag, so. Blue, some of the women don't mind the age gap, but my kids are grown, and it makes me feel creepy if I go too young. But hey, I have the perfect woman. Yes, and you have a very beautiful fiance, and again, we're happy for you. But yeah, as far as the age gap, it's very different for every country. It's like Filipino ladies definitely very open to age gaps. In some countries, some Latin countries, they'll prefer more like 10, 15 years age gap. In Eastern Europe, we usually say as long as you're from the same generation, it's more or less fine. Of course, we have couple with the bigger 20 plus age gap, or that happens, but again, success rate in the long run on those are a little bit lower because people also in different stages of their life. So, but yeah, it's very individual. So just what works for one person doesn't mean it's gonna work for another. Lisa's, any good places and ATM to exchange currency in Kiev and Odessa? Trying to think. Well, I mean, as far as you can just ask local staff upon arrival because things change. You know, I mean, my experience from 3 years ago might not be very relevant at this time because so many places change. But I was just using in Kiev. I was staying in Rus hotel all the time, so I was just using the exchange place there. Was so convenient. It's right there, and of course I had the ATMs. So. There are also a bunch of ATMs in Huliver Mall right next to it, so you can just go there. For Odessa, near Bristol Hotel, there is 5 million exchange places, so you can ask the staff which one would they recommend, but it's all about the same. So you can just walk, in the morning and see which one has the best exchange rate for the day and go for it. Chris. Guys, this does work if you're sincere and you can find the woman of your dreams. So guys, yes, we have so many happy couples, and Chris, it's good to hear from you, and people meet. So, but the most important is get on the plane and go meet those people in person. While you're just sitting here writing letters, you're not gonna get any closer to meet the special person because this person needs to be three-dimensional. You need to be in the same room as her. You need to talk to her, hear her laugh, hold her hand. Start the relationship. You cannot do it over letters. Yes, you can get to know each other a little bit and you can discuss a lot of different subjects in correspondence, but it's never going to replace a personal meeting. I mean, if you're not ready to travel, at least do a video call with that woman. If you're corresponding with someone extensively, just do a video call. It's really easy to arrange. When you're looking at your lady's profile, click a button that says call me now. You click that, schedule call. Usually it takes 3-4 days on average for us to arrange it. So remember, it's not an instant chat. We're dealing with human beings, and women also need to plan this call. So we'll call her and ask when she's available, get back with you, let you know what time works for her, schedule a call. We usually do it over Zoom nowadays. So just send you a link for Zoom, and at the scheduled time, you show up, your interpreter is going to be there. Even if you don't need a translation, interpreter is still going to be there to make sure there is no contact information exchanged at that time, because there's IMBRA violation, so it's very important. But for the most of it, guys and women prefer to use interpreter again. Even if she speaks English here and there, she might forget a word or expression, so she can just refer to a translator for some additional help. All right, Lakota, I showed my fiance a picture of you and she said she will come with me to deliver the invitation. Oh, that's awesome. Again, looking forward to meeting your fiance in person. Yeah, again, such a great news. I'm very happy for both of you. Mark, I'm the only one who has no luck with this so far. Well, Mark, you have not gone anywhere. You're watching a lot of webcasts, but you do need to get on the plane and go somewhere. So I understand, life is complicated. There is a lot of, things on the way. There's work situation and other just life arrangements. It's a little bit more challenging. But come on, you cannot wait forever. Just go. Steve, does Ukraine require COVID vaccination? No, not anymore. Right now Ukraine has bigger problem than COVID, so they no longer require it. Actually, they stopped it even before the war, but now they can't care less for that. So you're fine. Daniel, just too bad we can ask on the date. Dean, 34, Daniel, Colorado. What next steps do you recommend to take if I want to go on Odessa Kiev tour in October? Thank you for this webcast. They always do a great job. And thank you, Dean. As far as going on a tour, you just sign up for it. You can go to a website, go Ukraine tour schedule, select a tour, and you can either pay in full or you can select $475 deposit. For example, if you have tour credits that you want to apply towards your tour, do $475 deposit. In comment section, put that it's for Kiev Odessa October, and that you have tour credits, and then Michelle will take care of that that balance manually. We still have some few spots left. I checked with Anna. She said there are a few guys. I have actually some spots for my November tour. I don't want to take too many guys because if I have to cook a turkey, I don't want to cook it for a whole bunch of people. My cooking skills are highly questionable, so I won't be able to handle a lot of people. But again, looking forward to seeing those guys that joined my November tour, and I'm sure Anna's looking forward to seeing her October guys. Malibu Ed, great webcast. If we arrive early for November Kyiv tour and stay a few days after, can we get same AFA hotel rate? The last day of the tour, Thanksgiving, so shouldn't we stay longer? Yeah, exactly. Actually, I haven't booked my return ticket yet. I'm still debating when I should depart Kyiv. But you definitely can stay as long as you want. I suggest talk to Michelle and check the current rate, like what we pay in to Rus Hotel, because our rate covers. First of all, it's a little bit better rooms. It covers breakfast, so it's a little bit more than you would normally see on a website for Rus Hotel. But see if it's something you want to do. Michelle definitely can take care of it, charge you for that, and arrange those extra nights. But if you find some really good deal, on whatever Booking, Expedia, whatever website you're using, just be my guest and book it. But when you check in, and Rus upon arrival, tell them that you made like 2 separate reservations, one yourself and one with through AFA, so they don't switch your room, so you don't have to spend 2 nights in one room. Then they say, oh no, you need to check out and go to a different room, because it could be different category of rooms. Then you'd have to switch and then go back to the room you booked for yourself. So check with them. They're gonna be Thanksgiving dinner. I have not made any arrangements yet, so that work in progress. I promise I'm gonna get on it. And I think some guys are staying longer. I need to check with Michelle exactly on what's going on, but the Thursday is the last day of the tour, so we should celebrate it. And of course, guys, if you can stay longer, I would definitely recommend that, because you're gonna meet ladies, you want to stay there and follow up with them. So it's one thing if you go into, like, again, Costa Rica, it's a short flight, and you can go back at any time. Ukraine, well, logistically, it's a little bit more complicated. Imagine flying all the way to Poland, then taking this train for 20 hours, and another train back for another 20 hours, and another 20 plus hours flight time. So it's a lot. You're spending 4 days just traveling alone, so you won't be able probably to go back and forth like you used to when Ukraine was a fly zone. You could just fly to Kyiv or Odessa or whatever it is. So you want to spend as much time with ladies that you met, and they get to know each other, have enough time to go on follow-up dates, second, third, fourth, to establish a relationship. So once you get home, you have something going on, and build on this, and plan your next trip somewhere else, whether it's Ukraine or somewhere in Europe, or whatever works for both of you. All right. Dean, what percentage of men who go on the tour to meet their wife are successful? I don't have the stats, So usually when they meet the wife, people just run away to sunset. When there's an issue, guys then come back and tell us, okay, there's an issue, that we know about that. But when people are happy, we introduce people and they start dating, and sometimes, in case with this webcast, some guys get back to us and tell us they're happily engaged, and that's great. But I don't hear back from 98% of people that travel. So it's hard for me to say, and especially numbers will be different for every destination, every country. It's just is what it is. Ashan, love Michelle. She's the one who really got me hooked and involved. Either way, AFA. Yeah, Michelle is great. I listen to her all day long on the phone. She's great with guys, and she's very knowledgeable, and she really truly wants to help everyone, and she gives very good advice. I was joking that you should start charging for therapy session. I mean, her and Brianna, they do both of them. Dean, if I want to move to Odessa, what's the next step you recommend taking? You would need proper paperwork for that, so you would need to get a long stay visa, because I believe you can stay visa free 180 days in a year, combined. So if you're going to be living there permanently, then you would need to think about long-term visa. It's not that hard to get, but you need to do it while you're in the United States. So go now, just look around, and if it's something you want to do when you come back, apply for long-term visa. I don't remember how long it takes. A friend of mine was doing it, and I think it took I think like the whole paperwork it took a few weeks really for him. Wasn't that bad. And again, I'm not an expert. I don't know much about it because usually people didn't do it. And if you marry someone, then you can apply for residency permit. So it's another way to do it. Lisa, does anyone know tour credits work? Because I have 150 tour credits and don't know what to do with them. And anyone know what it works? Well, tour credits are for group tours, so you can apply. So if you guys don't know what tour credits are, we'll start from the beginning. It's credits you accumulate from using the correspondence feature on the website. Like when you deposit like 100 or 200 to your account, you get a little bit back and like a little cash back and those free bonuses. It can be applied to any group tour. I have to stress it out, group tour. It does not apply to individual tours. But any group tour we have on the website, as long as it's available, not sold out, you can take it. So if you ever decide to join any of our Ukrainian tours, just let us know. We'll be happy to help. Dean, do you recommend going early to a tour, staying later, or both? Well, I would suggest maybe arrive like a day before the tour, just simply to get over jet lag and just relax, get familiar with surroundings. So on the day when the tour begins, you'll already in the mood for dating. We can already line up some dates for you for that day. And of course, it's better to stay longer. So as I just said earlier, that you have time to follow up with the ladies you've met and establish a really good relationship. Maybe you'd want to travel in the country with, just go to another city, take a little mini vacation. Because it's the best way to get to know someone. Just spend this 24/7 traveling. You can next city. So for example, if you're in Odessa, you can always go to Lviv and just spend a romantic weekend in Lviv. And it will tell you a lot about the person and the way you communicate, because it's your potential life partner. It's very important, because it's one thing when she's in her city, she's in her comfort zone. It's like one person. But when you're traveling and there's a little extra stress, it shows a little bit different side of this person. Dawn, as far as I know from a friend, and I could take 3-5 days from Poland with bus. Well, depending where you're going, but the bus from Warsaw Kiev bus is 17 hours. But of course, if you're going further than that, if you're going to like Dnipro, add another 8 hours to that. So it's not 3-5 days, but yeah, it's challenging. Imagine those buses are not the most comfortable, really. They do have some shuttle bus. People have been telling me about it, and I know what they're talking about, but I have not tried that myself. So there's a little bit more expensive shuttle buses. They have only like 6-8 seats, so it's going to cost you more money, but nicer reclining seats, more spaces, and they get to this destination faster, because those big buses are more scheduled. They have to stop at certain spots. But when you have only a few passengers, it just can get going and drive faster. So it's something you can talk. If you have any questions on that, you can always talk to our Ukraine staff. They know more about it than me. Again, I know those buses exist, but I have not taken them myself. Brilliant question. A woman from Ukraine website is currently in Canada. How can I meet her? Well, if you have not written to her, I would suggest to write her a letter and introduce yourself first to see if there is a mutual interest. And maybe a few letters or do a video call, because I'm assuming you still have to travel to Canada. So then our staff can help you set up the meeting. The meeting is $275. You just tell us when you're going to be coming. We'll talk to the lady, arrange the meeting. We don't have any staff in Canada, so a meeting will be held like in a restaurant. We'll just ask her where she wants to meet, what time, make sure she signs the proper paperwork, and that's it. And two of you will show up on a date and take it from there. And Dean, what is the process for getting from America to Ukraine, Odessa or Kiev? Well, to Odessa it's easier. Also, logistically, you would fly to Moldova, to Chisinau airport, and then there are two options. The cheaper way, you take a bus. There's a bus stop, and like when you arrive Moldova airport, Chisinau airport, you go down to there's a gas station like a couple 100 meters downhill, and that's where the bus stops. So you just jump on the bus and and go. And more comfortable way is to have a driver pick you up, and that's about, if I'm not mistaken, about $250. But then again, the driver meets you right at the airport. You don't need to go anywhere, so he just picks you up, takes you all the way to whatever hotel or desk you're staying. So after a long flight, in my opinion, those $250 would worth it. Maybe on the way back, you can take a bus, but on the way there, you're gonna be so tired. You just don't want any additional stress. And Kiev, you can with Kiev, so two options. Still one option. You fly to Poland, but if you take in a train, then you fly to Warsaw. There is a Warsaw-Kiev train, but keep in mind it's a little bit hard to book those tickets for Warsaw-Kiev train. It has to be booked way in advance. Like I booked my ticket for November tour for that train a few days ago, so I think I booked it on Friday of last week because it just went on sale, and it's probably not there anymore. So because there is only one direct train, one a day, and they have only like 30 seats, and it's gone like within 5-7 minutes in many cases. So it's really hard to catch, and you need to plan that in advance. So yeah, it was like 2 months prior I had to book that. So if you're doing something on a shorter notice, I probably would just fly to, personally, again, my suggestion, fly to Krakow and take a bus from there, because it's much shorter ride. I mean, it's still 10-12 hours, plus minus, but still better than 17 from Warsaw. So. And there are trains also going from Krakow as well, but just Krakow is a bit closer to the border, so saves you a little time traveling. Well, hopefully that answers your question, guys. So I think that is it for tonight. Looking forward to seeing you next week. We're gonna have some more information, more interviews with beautiful ladies coming up next week as well. So thank you for watching. Till next time.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Mi nombre es Jessica y estamos hoy día en una fiesta de Foreign Affair. Okay, so we will see